Hey, good morning. It's 7:18 a.m. Obviously, if I said good morning, it's a.m., not p.m. It's raining outside. It's Saturday, and it's April 7th, 2018. Anyway, I woke up this morning, and I'm going to get dressed and kind of hang around the house today. Not much to do. My son's got the truck, which is fine because I don't really need it. I don't need to go anywhere. So I'm just kind of pedaling around the house, getting it cleaned up a little bit. Doesn't need a lot of cleaning, but, I like to keep up on my household duties. And of course, because you're left alone for long periods of time, you have a lot to think about. And, my thoughts were, of course, turned to the cute guy. The cute guy, this is a special message for you. Don't get any lessons or ideas from people that are a part of this collective group, okay? These people have their own reasons for doing what they're doing, and they really don't need to be involved in my personal life. When you're dealing with a secret admirer issue or something along those lines, don't want to sound presumptuous, but I kind of think so. When you're dealing with that sort of thing, you get people who want to get involved. It's very much like high school, but then they want to put their own controlling twist on it, and it's none of their business, okay? You can come and see me anytime you want to. You are not to take any instructions from these people. You are an adult, and you can do whatever you want, okay? This is between you and I, okay? My resentment towards these people is huge, okay? Huge, okay? And this message isn't just for you. It's for the community and people around the United States, around the world, seeing as how I had this big campaign smear that I didn't even know or could be able to defend myself, okay? These people are manipulative, okay? And they like to exert their perceived power towards people when there is no reason to do that. I don't belong to them. I don't want to associate with them. And I certainly don't want to go into a relationship knowing that these people are somehow lingering on, okay? Because these people are a huge source of discouragement for me, okay? They are a residual past of the abuse that I received from my family, and that these people took it upon themselves to be abusive towards me. Anytime somebody tries to manipulate your life this way, it's a form of abuse, okay? So I have to be very careful about that. And a lot of people, pick up these kind of habits thinking it's okay, it's normal. It's not normal. Okay, if a whole town participates in something like this, that just goes to show you how easy it is to be mind controlled. Okay, and it sweeps across a town, a community, a nation, quite quickly. So it's wrong. Okay, and for anybody who hears this message, who might work in employment, who might work in some sort of professional sector or something like this, I'm hoping that people will understand this and will not allow this to happen to another person, okay? Because what you are doing is you are participating in something highly illegal, extremely illegal, okay? And it's unethical. It's just plain wrong. It is evil to do such things, okay? I look at the participation of the farmer. I'm not going to mention his name. I already mentioned it in a few other videos. And I don't get the warm, fuzzy feeling, okay, on any of this, okay? His attitude when I confronted him about this issue, that related to my life, that was affecting me financially, that was destroying me as a person. And his attitude was, when I went to his property about, I don't know how many years ago it was, his attitude was, nobody cares. No one cares. He was being such a pompous dick, okay? And because he feels as though he has some sort of right, some sort of privilege. He doesn't have any privilege over another human being. I don't care what my mom says. I don't care what my sisters say. He doesn't, okay? I am not under control of my family, okay? I am of legal age to make those decisions myself. So these people need to get the hell out of my life. Cute guy, like I said, my door is always open, okay? But you leave that influence outside the door. I don't want that crap, okay? There is no need to subjugate me or anything like that, because I would be very good to you regardless of all of that. You know what I mean? What I mean by that is you don't need to tell me how to behave or anything like that. You don't need people to tell you how I should behave. I am a good person, okay? And I would, well, you know, no one's good with God, but I will tell you that, you know, I think that you have enough of the qualities that I like in a person so that you don't have to feel threatened. Aside from that, my work is important to me. It is my only way of survival, okay? I don't have time to deal with that. And just because, you know, you're around other people doesn't, some people are like that, okay? They just always want to be involved in some sort of love game or some sort of relationship. I don't want that sort of stuff, okay? I don't. I understand that most people don't have the kind of qualities that I'm looking for. Also, you know, like I said, I have to take care of me, okay? And I don't even feel tempted to fall into the trap of dealing anything like that, okay? I'm a lot older now, and I realize that the majority of people really just don't have the kind of moral structure that I'm looking for, period, okay? So like I said, my door is always open, but that kind of crap stays outside the door, okay? It does not belong in my home, meaning I don't want bullshit from these people have done to ever enter into my home. My home is very peaceful, okay? As peaceful as it can be, and I don't want that bullshit in my life at all, okay? You don't have to worry about me. I could see myself as being very happy being around you, so you don't have to do that. None of this was necessary at all, okay? Really, if you have an interest in me, just go ahead and contact me directly, okay? You don't have to sit here and go through all of that. You know, you don't have to be shy or whatever. Just take your time, get yourself together, and do what you have to do, okay? The door is always open. These people, I want out of my life, you know, completely. So anyway, today is, like I said, it's Saturday, and I'm just kind of getting things ready. And it does weigh heavily on my mind because I have dealt with so much setbacks, so much injustice, and no one felt any obligation to let me know, or responsibility to let me know what was going on. I had no idea. None, okay? There are women who are being tortured and petrified and completely, what I can say, it's abuse all the time over this issue, and it's nobody's business. No one's, okay? You have nothing to worry about, okay? You don't have anything to worry about. All of this was completely unnecessary, okay? You have absolutely nothing to worry about and feeling insecure. These people can only teach you bad things, okay? Because obviously what they've done is completely illegal, immoral, and it's just absolutely oppressive to a woman, period, okay? And like I said, you know, it's not necessary. How long this has been going on, it's just mind-boggling. It's mind-boggling to know that this has gone on for that long, you know? And it took me a long time to figure it out, you know? And there are certain things that people have said, like I mentioned in my last video, and you start putting things together. And, you know, what these people try to do is they try to act as spies for, you know, the secret admirer or whatever. And it's not necessary. Okay. Maria goes to work, she comes home, and that's pretty much it. You know what I mean? I go to the grocery store. I'm a 99-cent fan lover. I hit the dollar stores, and that's pretty much all Maria does. Okay. So it really bothers me. And as far as my my hair is concerned, well, I've already covered that, and that has nothing to do with me, you know, running around and anything like that. Okay, I've been experimenting with my hair for a very long time, and this is the style that works for me, which I have every legal right to do that. It has nothing to do with anything like that, which I think is kind of funny because, you know, people will not stay out of your business. They always want to make up stories, even though they see things that are completely contrary to what they are accusing you of, you know? And it's like, okay, it makes no sense, you know? Yeah, so, you know, feel free to come by anytime you want to. You are welcome here, okay? And that's your choice, okay? When you want to, whatever. But like I said, these don't take too long. As far as my issues relating to the people that I used to know, I used to work with, some of these people did it because they were just brainwashed, you know, and then some people had malicious intent. I believe the farmer is completely malicious in everything that he thinks, does, and says, or whatever. I don't appreciate it. And as far as, you know, the lady from Chatsworth, I believe she also has some sort of arrogance about her that makes her behave the way that she does, okay? Some people who were raised with money have this view of everybody being beneath them and that they are somehow, you know, supposed to make decisions for people. How wrong can you be? Okay, I'm a United States citizen. I don't have that. I don't live in an oppressive country, which is sad because America is becoming like that. You know, it's becoming so opposite of everything it's supposed to stand for. And then it's so funny because the very same people who talk about how our rights are being, you know, destroyed and all this other stuff and all their stupid bullshit religious rhetoric sits there and does the same thing to another American citizen. It's ridiculous, okay? So we have a lot of that double talk, double speak, you know, that 1984 George Orwellian type stuff going on, and it's disgusting to me. So anyway, I have a lot of things to do. I'm probably going to... It's hard to decide what you're going to put on to wear on days like this because the house is kind of warm, but it's cold outside and it's going to fluctuate. So I think my best bet is to wear a pair of, what do you call it? Stockings. I will wear, you know, some tights under my little dress here and try to stay as warm as I possibly can with my fuzzy slippers in my house, you know, all toasty warm, and just try to make the best of this Saturday. I'm getting a lot of mental rest. Last night I realized how I know I'm mentally exhausted, but I realized, like, gosh, you know, my mental exhaustion is huge because I have been put under trauma for such a very long time, under stress for a very long time, and I was basically being tormented for a very long time just by having my rights being taken away from people that are criminals, okay? So now that you understand that this sort of thing is wrong, you know, maybe you can help me right it, meaning, you know, I'm very vocal about this sort of thing, and I think it's really important for people to be educated on this issue because lives are being destroyed. Women are being set back for years and sometimes for the rest of their life, and being placed in positions of close to near poverty. And sometimes people do end up in poverty and they will never take responsibility for their error, you know. There has been people who've been forced into suicide because of this issue. And yet these people will walk around and say, oh, you know, it's because she was crazy. No, she had no other alternative. She had nowhere else to go. Okay, she had no family. She had no ability to go find another job and take care of herself. What else was she to do but do that? Okay, so these people are, in my opinion, are walking time bombs that really need to be watched, and they really should be in jail. Okay, in my opinion, they should have the death penalty. That's exactly how I look at it. There is no excuse for these people who continually brag about how educated they are. They're not educated. They're just a bunch of people who want to sound impressive, period. Okay, because if you really understood what you were doing, you would not have done this. Anyway, have a wonderful morning. Cute guy. For the rest of the community, also enjoy your weekend off. You know, go out and hit those sales and do whatever you need to do. Hit the 99-cent store. And I also would like to say that I tried this Jamaican place a few weeks ago over on Ming Avenue. I did it sometime like in the mid-afternoon. I'm not sure if you guys have had it or not, but I will say that there's Mexican restaurants here. There's a lot of Asian restaurants here. I'm talking about Thai restaurants. I'm talking about Chinese restaurants, of course, Japanese restaurants. And, of course, we have Indian restaurants as well. We have Italian restaurants, but I never noticed a Jamaican restaurant here, so I tried the Jamaican place, and it was absolutely wonderful. They're pretty reasonable in price, and it's a kind of an in-and-out type place. If you haven't tried it, it's a place that you can actually go and try. It's nice to be able to try different things, okay? Because, you know, we're used to the regular stuff. We're used to the Mexican, we're used to the Indian, we're used to the Chinese. And when you find out that there's another place, you're like, okay, that's kind of cool, you know? So try as much things as you possibly can. You know, that's what life's all about. Wrapping up this video. Be back with another one later.